Okay guys, by popular demand, okay, that might be a little bit dramatic, but several of you did say that you would like to see me do a look with the other look that is in this little pamphlet for the Estee Lauder holiday gift set. And I am to please a lot of times, but not always. I have my limits, people. I'm in a really good mood today. I mean, Christmas is coming. Come on, like let's be joyful. But today I am going to recreate that look with the Glam Palette from the set. I already have my makeup on, my eye primer is on, and I already used the face palette that came in the set. I have been loving it. I think the shades in it are so beautiful, so I am very much enjoying that. So I thought I would just show you that I used that again. And if you haven't already seen the other video where I show kind of everything that's in it and did the look with the other palette and all that kind of stuff, I'll link that up here for you to check out. So today we are using the other products. And thank you, Auntie Barbara Jean, again, for sending me this beautiful gift set that I won from her channel, but also she sent me beautiful earrings that were in the last video that match my flowers back here on my wall. So I'm still just giddy every time I think about it. Like, it's just so thoughtful and sweet. And so thank you again. So this is what the Glam palette looks like from this collection. And we are going to do what it says to do. Now, strangely, as I was looking ahead of time at it and the numbers that correspond and everything, I felt like in some ways they're not showing everything that they say, or they're not saying everything that they show, which same with in this last one where it shows clearly there's some shimmer up at the top of her brow bone. They didn't mention that kind of thing. My nails are atrocious. I'm getting ready to do them cute for Christmas, but yeah, it's like they just didn't really say. And in the same way, I feel like with this look, the darker purple that's underneath here, I don't feel like that's what they're telling you to use under there. So I'm going to do it like it shows it here because I want it to look like the picture as much as possible, and I don't feel like they quite accurately say it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. So number 4 is going to be this purple shade right here. And so it says to put it all over the lid and blend into crease. I'm going to use my finger to put it on the lid, and then I'll probably use a brush to blend it up into the crease because if it's the same as the other palette was, the finger did a much better job, which I find seems to be the case a lot of times with shadows anyway. I mean, not so much mattes, but any kind of shimmer or glittery or anything like that. A lot of the time, your finger applies it better. So let's just go ahead and do that. For those of you who saw my video with the Private Society Cosmetics Girl Boss palette, I mentioned in there that my dryer got fixed. I fixed it, me. I did all the research, ordered all the parts, even found a coupon code, because I'm thirsty like that. And I fixed it all myself. So I'm very proud of myself for that. And it has been trucking away, doing an amazing job because our family does go through a lot of laundry. So my machines get a real workout, and I'm very thankful for them and the way they hold up. And then I also, and also if you did not see that, I want to mention again that when I pulled things out of my machine, or pulled the back, pulled my machine out from the wall and pulled out the lint, like the tubes and things like that, vent tubes, that's what I'm trying to say. The amount of lint that was in there, I clean out my lint trap between every single load. I never miss it. I also take my vacuum cleaner hose and clean out, like suck the lint out of my lint trap area like a few times a year. Do not think that's enough. I cannot believe our house did not catch on fire. I understand why house fires happen from dryers. So please, please, please do yourself a favor. Pull out your dryer. It does not take that much time. Pull it out, clean out where it goes, the area to head out of your house, and pull out the inside from underneath of your dryer and clean all inside the, underneath of it and everything, because trust me, it's way worse than you think it is. And I know not everyone is good even about cleaning their lint trap every time they do a load of laundry. So if you're someone who doesn't do that, definitely you need to check, because oh my gosh, it just absolutely freaked me out. So yes, please, I'm saying it again. I'm sorry if you heard it the last time and are like, repeat, but I feel very strongly about, like, we have to make sure that we help each other out with stuff like this. And because, oh my goodness, how awful would it be for someone to lose their home or, God forbid, a life because of something so easy to remedy. So please, please, please pull out your dryer. Let that be a Christmas present to yourself and your family. Pull it out, get everything cleaned out really, really well. Check from the outside of your house where it vents out. Make sure that air is blowing out of there well. And if there's anything that's obstructing, clean it out from there. Like, please, I am just begging you to make sure that that's taken care of, because, oh my gosh. But anyway, so also in that video, I talked about that my son was going for a job interview, and then I did put on the screen that he got the job. So today is the end of his first week. Well, he's actually working tomorrow on Saturday too, but of his first week at this job, and he is absolutely loving it. I mean, I told him the other day, I said, you are like a different person. You're, you know, in such a better mood. He had been being so grouchy and everything for a long time. And he said, I'm so happy. Like, there's nothing, you know, his other job was ridiculous. Like, it was a construction, like a roofing and construction company. He would not know until 6 o'clock the morning of whether he was working that day or not, what time to go in, where they were going, how late they would be working, anything like that. So every day was, I need to go to bed early because I might have to work in the morning, and I have to make sure I have an alarm set for 6 to check for when they text to let me know. That's ridiculous. No business should run like that. And he would have some weeks where it was like you would hardly work at all, and then other weeks where it was like 12-hour days, 6-7 days a week. I mean, it was ridiculous. And there's really no wonder why he was grouchy and stuff. I mean, I understood it, because who wouldn't be grouchy in that situation? But so he knew, I mean, he just had to get out of that situation. And it just wasn't his type of thing anyway. I mean, it was a very physical job, you know, a lot of hard work. And not that he minded that so much, but it just wasn't, he's very personable and like gifted with being able to talk to people and relate to people and that kind of thing. And so it just wasn't, you know, using the skills that God blessed him with, you know, kind of thing. And so of course you're not going to be happy if you're not, you know, doing something that is you know. And so he is loving this job, and it sounds like his boss is really impressed, and so that's really cool. Okay, so I'm still gonna keep going into that color now and just kind of go into the crease, because it said apply all over lid and blend into crease. So we're just gonna blend that into the crease there. But yeah, so that is awesome. It's so cool seeing him be excited. He comes home from work and he tells us about stuff that was going on, and like they have to finish, like, you start out you know, just with like a wage, and then once you get trained, like what's the word I'm looking for, it's not licensed, certified, you start making commission. And so you know, most people, his boss was like super surprised, because he's like, you know, can I get the information I need to be able to do the training? Like, can I do it from home? And she was like, you want to do it from home? And he's like, well, yeah, I want to like get through it, you know, as fast as I can and start being able to make sure I know everything that I'm doing, and want to be able to talk to people about, and, you know, be able to start making commission and stuff. And she was like super surprised, because apparently, you know, most people want to do it only at work where they're getting paid for it. Well, he still gets paid to be at work, but, you know, of course, then you're sitting on a computer in an office instead of like being out doing something. Well, that's not him. Like, he doesn't want to sit on a computer in an office while he's there. He wants to be out talking to people. And so he, you know, his boss was really impressed with that. And he's going to be working between 2 different stores, and but both very close. His commute is going from an hour, at least an hour each way to wherever he was working, to 20 minutes each way. So he's thrilled about that. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And I'm so excited for him, because he is just seriously so excited and happy. And it's so great to see him happy and see him being his normal self again. Like, not that just tired out, worn down, you know, on edge, whatever. He's like laughing more and spending more time like out, you know, with us and stuff instead of just in his room and that kind of thing. So it's awesome. Okay, so then it says define the crease with number 8. So number 8 is this amazing blue right here. So we are going to get that up in the crease. And I think I might just use this same brush. Am I not? What am I gonna do? But yeah, just good things happening. Really good things happening, and it makes me excited for him and my other son. I have 3 sons, but my other son who is working right now is my 18-year-old. So my oldest he'll be 22 in October, 22 in February. My middle son is 18, and he works at our church. He just started there a couple months ago, and he does like maintenance and like, you know, janitorial type stuff, whatever. And he has been loving his job. And so, you know, he knows everyone. We're close with a lot of people from our church, but he's also getting to meet some new people or getting to know people more. And he is another one. He's got that great, just people personality to be able to talk to people. It's so funny. I mean, I am a personable person, but that is not my favorite thing to do. It makes me anxious, whatever. I would never want a job where my main, you know, thing is like talking to people. Like that to me, like I hate working the register at work, to be honest. I would rather do stock and just kind of be in my own little world. That's just not my gifting. And actually all 3 of my boys are just very comfortable with talking to people and like love it. So I think that's awesome. It's a great way to be. I mean, I don't envy it, but I admire it. And yeah, so that is awesome. And so he has really been enjoying, and like they've been working on a house also that the church is getting ready for, like interns that come and things like that. So he's getting to learn a lot of like new skills and things that he wouldn't know anything about. And so he is super enjoying that and having a lot of fun with it also. And like his kind of boss, like his supervisor or whatever, is an awesome guy. He's got a really funny personality, and so he's having a lot of fun like with him too. And so that's been really cool. Now it says to diffuse that blue into like up to the brow bone. Okay, kids, we're gonna see about that. So we're just gonna go like this and just kind of lightly bring it up. Yowzers. It's funny, this is going to be a lot different, and it's so funny because what it looks like on the pamphlet, you would not think that what I'm doing is the right thing. But that's what it says to do, so I'm doing it. I'm trying to follow directions. That's a major issue a lot of people have, is not following directions. They get you in trouble on some things. Obviously not makeup, but oh goodness. Like my dad and I were actually just talking about that the other day. I'm not a phone talker. It is not something I enjoy. I feel very awkward on the phone. I get easily distracted because I can't stand to just sit still like that and be talking. So I like have to get up and move around, but then I get sort of like distracted by what I'm doing. And so I'm just not a phone person. And my dad, though, I can talk to him for forever. And his birthday was December 10th, and I called him to tell him happy birthday and stuff. I see him all the time. He lives 10 minutes from me, and we talked for like 2.5 hours, and I love that. And but we were talking about how like not following directions gets you in trouble, because then it ends up making a job that could have been easy like super frustrating and so much more work and things like that. And he's like, I'm terrible about it and I know better, you know. And I'm like, I know. That's the worst part, is when you know, like when you think to yourself, I should just look right now, or I should just, you know, check this out before I get started, and you don't, and then, you know, it ends up costing you time or money or whatever. And it's like, you know, you can only be mad at yourself, and you did it to yourself. It's kind of funny. Okay, I feel like all the purple is gone though. I'm gonna go back into that first purple, just kind of put it back on the lid more, maybe. Okay. And then it says, this makes no sense to me. Now it says, continue to define crease with number 6 and sweep along bottom lash line. Okay, this is number 6 down here, this beautiful silver. You're defining the crease with a lighter color now? I don't know, but I'm gonna do it because that's what it says to do. So let's just do it. So the shirt I have on, if you can kind of see it, I got this from Wish a couple years ago to wear for Christmas Eve actually. And I ended up not wearing it for Christmas Eve. I wore it to our one big family Christmas party that we don't get to have this year. Instead, because I couldn't quite find what I wanted to wear, like as far as a skirt or something to go with it. But it does catch on things. It's like obviously not the best quality in the world. Like you might be able to see some of the little string things, but it's so stinking cute. And I was like, you know what? I'm wearing that shirt to do this video because it'll be pretty with the look I'm doing. And yeah, I just thought it would be fun. So thought I'd share that with you. I think I paid like $11 for it. So I, you know, definitely from Wish. I haven't ordered from there in a really long time, but you just have to really look at the reviews because I don't order anything that doesn't have like a bunch of reviews that I feel comfortable, you know, are telling me it's worth it. And this had really good reviews, so that's the only reason I got it. Because obviously most stuff from there, it's not going to be like some great quality, but this is a fun shirt, I think. Okay, and then it says, yeah, and it says, and sweep along bottom lash line. Fine, so let's go ahead and do that. But then I'm going to show you something. Because I feel like, I don't like that brush for that. I feel like they're forgetting a step to tell you. This doesn't really want to sweep across my lower lash line. Like the fluffier brush was doing nothing, it felt like, and this also is doing nothing, or barely anything. Who knows? I think it's fun to try out like what they say, but honestly, I think if I looked at this picture and tried to recreate it without their directions, I would have done a better job because I feel like the way they're telling you is not really accurate on the paper. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Okay, for one thing, this very kind of frosty looking color, it's like a frosty looking purple, but like light. That color does not even exist in this palette. So like, let me show you. The way this purple looks, that purple does not exist in this palette. So I don't really understand how they think you're gonna do that. And then it says touch inner corner of eyes with number 6 to highlight. So that same shade. So let's touch the inner corner. It's just not doing it. Uh-oh, that brush worked better there. Now I can actually see that that color's on there. Oh yeah, that was way better. So it should do better for the inner corner too. A little bit. So let me just, so that would be the end of this eye look, which to me does not look like this, because this has where at the inner parts is much lighter than, and it has on the bottom like the darker like purple. So I'm gonna jazz it up a little, if you will, and I'm going to add this silver right here to try to bring some of that lightness at the inner edges that it shows there, because I feel like that will make it more like what the picture actually shows. It's so strange. I would love to know like did someone create these looks and then they were like, oh, we should put how to do them in this pamphlet. And the person who created them is not the same person who wrote what it is. But even if you weren't, you should be able to look at it and tell it doesn't look the same. It doesn't really make it, this silver isn't really making it brighter either. Actually, that was a dumb idea. I should use this one over here. Ooh, that's really soft. That'll bring some light. Yeah, definitely. Bringing more light than the other. I gotta make it blend out. Still not that purpley look though. I'm gonna put that actually at the inner corner too because it's a lot lighter than the one they told us to. It's very strange, very strange. I mean, I still think it's gonna be pretty, but. And let's see, so I am going to run underneath with that kind of that shimmery purple that's on the lid because it definitely looks like at the edges right here have that purple color. I don't know what I'm hearing right now, but it sounds like when power is out and someone has a generator running, and it's driving me nuts. I hate that sound so much, but power isn't out, obviously. So I don't know what it, oh, you know what? It might be my washer spinning. I'm such a spaz. But it's like way at the other end of the house, so it's like just a weird, the way the sound is right now. Way at the other end of the house, like I have a big house. I do not. It's under 1,600 square feet. My last house was like 1,700 or maybe just slightly over, and so we did downsize a little bit. We have a basement in this house, you know, to hold all of our junk that we don't need. Okay, so it's not a finished basement. If it was, it would stay a lot cleaner. Okay, so I guess that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara and liner and that kind of stuff, and then we'll come back and do the lips. Okay, I didn't go in with a second coat of mascara on my lashes because hers look pretty minimal, so I just did one instead of my normal two. All right, so we are gonna go ahead into the Knockout Nude is the bullet lipstick. So we're gonna put that on. Okay, so that is just the lipstick. It is such a nice creamy formula, and the scent of it, oh, it's so good. And it's just very, it's a great nude. It kind of leans to more of a pinky nude, but I think it's really pretty. And then we are going to do, which the card does tell you to do this, put the lip gloss on over top. And this is in Flash Fire. And we are going to see how that amps up the lip. That is gorgeous. I love it. And the formula feels different from the red one. It is not, the red one is more like sticky and has like a, yeah, like a goopiness, where this one does not at all. Like there is no goopiness, which is so strange to me because it's supposed to be like the same line. I don't know why, but I do thoroughly enjoy it. So this is what the eye look looks like. Now, let me see. I don't feel like it quite looks the same as what the Models looks like, but I still think it's very pretty. And I do really enjoy these cool tones lately. So, yeah, so I'm not mad about it. And if I were to do a look of my own with this, I would do it obviously differently. I would use more of the mattes and things like that, because a lot of these in the last look and this one, it's like they basically just have you using shimmer, and I don't typically take shimmer like up high like that. Not that I hate it, but it's just not my typical. But that's why it's also fun to try what they tell you. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of this finished look, and this was really fun, and I look forward to using these products much more. I love this lip. I loved the lipstick by itself, and I love the gloss, and I think I'd probably love the gloss by itself because let's be real, I'm typically a gloss girl. And the face palette from this collection is gorgeous. I have worn the nudes palette 2 other times besides the time that I recorded, So I am thoroughly enjoying these products, and so I am very excited to have them, very thankful, and so yeah. All right, I will be seeing you guys very soon, just a few more videos before Christmas, and yeah, I hope everyone is joyful, finding something to just feel joy in their heart about. And a lot of times the best way to do that is to do something for someone else. So I encourage you to get out and do something to just brighten someone's day today. Whether it's paying it forward for someone in a drive-through line or giving someone a call that you haven't talked to in a long time, pop a card in the mail, even if it doesn't get there till after Christmas. That's okay, just to let people know that you're thinking of them. And just anything that you can do to just be a bright spot in someone else's life is just, it's the best. It's what we should all be doing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.